Hello beautiful people and welcome back to the channel. The topic of this video is to finish the evaluation on Brady. We're gonna compare Brady level 5 versus Hazel level 7. This video will also gonna show you the best Air Force setup from my perspective, so my recommendation. And on top, of course, we're gonna address different possibilities, different hero combinations, and allow me to explain you why those combinations are not necessarily the best choice. Quick side note right here, you're gonna see me using the footage from yesterday's stream. Don't worry, I'm gonna add a lot of new information on the screen. So let's start with the first topic. So we'd like to compare Brady level 5 versus Hazel level 7. And here's our opponent right here. I'm gonna let now the battle animation run, but first let's have a look at the stats. And on top of this, I'm gonna fill now the screen with all the other battle results. So let's have a look at our opponent. Now we do have to take in consideration he has a maximal level 7 versus my maximal level 5. He has a Shinji level 7 versus my Shinji level 7, but he has a Hazel level 7, and I do indeed have only Brady level 5. Now, granted, he was a bit greedy here by choosing this because he has really enough high fire rate. He actually has a higher high fire rate than me. So if we look at the stats, now what you're gonna see right here, we are pretty close to each other in stats. Now you see him having a whopping 383% damage, which is massive. A part of it, I think around 22% comes from his heavy trooper, if I remember correctly. And of course, the buff from Hazel with the level 7. Now, Bradley's special mechanic with this extra damage won't be shown in the stats simply because it's only gonna affect slots 1 to 6, therefore will never be shown here, therefore you see the 318. Now, let's let the battle animation run and allow me to explain you exactly how this thing works. So, yes indeed, we like to answer the question, is Brady level 5 already stronger than Hazel level 7? The answer is yes, he is. But you have to understand how this hero works. So this hero won't necessarily be the one doing the magic. He's going to be the hero helping doing the magic, because the magic is in this case the hero which does the big damage. Now, as hero which does the big damage, you have to choose between either Maximo or Barbie, and later on in the video I'm going to explain you exactly why. So the point here is, he gives me a massive buff, which is way higher, especially on a heavy trooper. But fact is, what I truly, of course, I need my Maximo, in this case I'm using Maximo, to hit ASAP. So this is where my win is coming from. On top of this, you now see on the screen also the other battle results, which are pretty crazy. And generally, we can explain these battle reports by the fact whoever hits first, he's gonna hit pretty hard. And Brady level 5 will help you to hit way harder than with Hazel level 7. Now let's address the next topic, which is which march is the best, or which march I'm recommending you for the planes right now, and let me explain you why. So I always pay attention when I'm evaluating a hero, because that hero must be fantastic in attacking, but also must be fantastic in defending. In other words, this applies for your march also. So you must pay attention which heroes are you using together. Because the way the battles work in Top War is, you would like to have your hero to proc as soon as possible, and on top, if it's not too much to ask from the RNG god, you would love that your opponent's heroes should not necessarily proc as fast as possible. In other words, if you ignore some crucial elements which a march necessarily needs, this would lead in some catastrophic failure. Meaning the battle will be decided after 3 or 4 procs from your opponent. You would be pushed so hard back you won't be able to recover. So we're gonna need a hero with an offense buffing capability, and that right now is Brady. He's the best. For the second hero in your match, you will need a hero with the indestructible buff. So that will be Shinji. If you don't have Shinji, that is Striker. If you have both of them, yeah, then Shinji will be slightly helping you a bit more because he has a higher damage output. And as a third hero, you have to choose either Maximo or Barbie. Now both of them are good, whichever you have at 5 stars right now. So let's have a look at this match right here. So we have the strongest offense buffing hero for the planes right now, which is the new hero. You have the indestructible buff from either Striker or Shinji. And the key role of this indestructible buff is actually to help you survive a bit better, just in case your heroes won't proc that fast at the beginning of the battle, and if the opponent actually is a bit more luckier than you. And of course, the third option is a hero which hits pretty hard. Again, Maximo or Barbie, it's up to you. Now, I strongly recommend you to take the time and actually watch the stream, especially the parts in which you see me doing several combinations of possible Air Force marches in order to understand exactly what happens if I'm choosing this certain combination. You're gonna see me using Maximo plus Barbie plus the new hero, which theoretically sounds like a great idea, but the fact is you can see actually on the battle reports that with every time the hero of the opponent procs, I am taking severely damage, and that's exactly what is killing me over time. That's also the reason why you need Shinji and Striker in your match, not only for the indestructible, which is crucial, but this hero also do pretty decent damage. Now we left out one possible combination, which is Hazel plus Brady plus Maximo or Barbie. Now you're gonna have a crazy offense buffing capability. It doesn't change the fact that you have only one hero which has a severe damage output, in this case Maximo or Barbie. In other words, you're playing Russian roulette, because every time your opponent heroes will proc, they're gonna do massive damage on you, because by the way, you don't have the indestructible buff. Now you may say, sure, this is a great combination if you are under the weakness towers, which is a small part of the possible battles in Top War. But guess what? There's a workaround for that also. If a combat elite comes with that skill, the War Beast, then the weakness towers won't protect you. So let me close the evaluation of the new Air Force hero by showing you the DM which I received today in the morning from Mr. Allen. So here I quote, "This is what Miku posted about Bradley from the devs of Vivid, which is the other copy of Top War. It's made to be very strong on the new servers where the stats are low. On the older servers with the higher stats, getting the 100 and 200% damage extra is not that big of a deal." So I absolutely agree with this evaluation, but I will go a step further. So you see these big values, this 100% or 200% extra damage, which can be obtained in the round 2. Fact is, in the battle, a lot will gonna happen in a round 1. Because by the time you are reaching the round 2, yes, sure, you're gonna have a higher damage output from the new Air Force hero, but fact is also you're gonna have way less units on different slots of your march, which automatically translates in way less damage you can do to your opponent. So the final judgment or explanation for the new Air Force hero, this hero will help you massively to apply a few lucky punches, depending of course when your Maximo or when your Barbie will proc, because in the vast majority of the cases, the round 2 you won't probably be able to turn the battle result around, because round 1 is the critical moment in the battle, because it depends a lot when which hero has got how many procs. So beautiful people, I'm pretty sure there will still gonna be a few of you guys which will still have questions. So yeah, that's why we have the comments in this video. So please leave a comment and I will gonna answer it. I strongly recommend you guys to make the time and watch the stream from yesterday, especially with the battle reports, because it was absolutely fantastic. Don't forget to support this channel with a like. Don't forget to motivate me by subscribing to this channel just in case you are not a subscriber, and don't forget to see me in the next episode.